Hello everyone, and welcome back to Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep Player Walkthrough Guide. Today, I'll be doing the Emerald Grotto. Alright, so the Emerald Grotto. Continuing the festival. Yeah, the final competition. A race. Okay, so the Emerald Grotto features. It has a ceiling of 15 feet high. The tunnels are 5 feet high. There's no natural light, so creature with dark vision will probably benefit here. And most of the grotto is underwater. Alright, so let's jump into the locations. First, we got the Grotto Entrance. Here, if a character does a DC 13 perception check, they'll notice that the tunnel dips below sea level. The rest of the cavern beyond this location is underwater. Kelp Tangle. In this chamber, it's full of kelp that you'll have to try to swim through. The group will need to succeed on a DC 13 athletic check. If you fail, it just takes a few more rounds to get through. Ghost Grass Patch. The pale plants cloaking the exit to the cavern are ghost grass. If you try and swim past it, you must succeed on a DC 12 dex save or take 1d6 necrotic damage and be restrained. You can use an action to try to free yourself with a DC 12 athletic check. Also in this room, there's algae. You can try and harvest it with a successful DC 11 nature or survival check. Algae works as a portable light source, shedding dim light in a 10-foot radius. It ceases to glow after 1 hour. Landslide. As you swim into this area, a rock slide happens. Everyone must succeed on a DC 14 dex save or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage. Now, the slide has blocked your exit, so someone will have to succeed on a DC 10 investigation check to find a way out. Also, you can find a potion of healing and a spell scroll of Thunderwave in here. Kipperden. A swarm of kippers are in here. If you attack or come within 10 feet of them, they will attack. Trivial encounter for any party of 4 level 3s or higher. So the kippers themselves, again, very easy. They have really low AC, so easy to hit, 28 hit points. So again, since most of the things in here are underwater, it's, underwater fighting isn't the easiest. So, and they got the resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, immune to a bunch of stuff, surprisingly. They have advantage on melee attacks against any creature that doesn't have all its hit points. So that Blood Frenzy is going to be kind of... be cautious of that. So luckily, and I mean, they do hit kind of hard. I mean, 4d6. So I mean, that's, I can do some damage, but if you get it to half HP. So luckily, I mean, if you have a creature that could hit it pretty good on the first attack, it'll reduce the damage they do. Octopus Garden. A giant octopus dwells at the bottom of this pit and attacks anyone who enters. A character who enters the pit, succeeds on a DC 17 perception check, notices the octopus and is not surprised. Another trivial encounter for any party of 4 level 3s or higher. So a giant octopus, again, pretty easy. He has even lower AC than the kippers do, but quite a bit more HP. So luckily he has pretty low intelligence and charisma. So if you could target that on him, he'll be kind of easier to beat. And he doesn't really have too much. I mean, his tentacles have a pretty good reach, 15 feet. And he can grapple you with it. But other than that, I think he should be pretty easy to beat. Riptide Tunnel. A character who wants to swim here must make a DC 15 athletic check. If you fail, the character makes no progress on their turn. If someone uses Detect Magic, it reveals a tablet. Destroying the tablet causes the current to subside. Dead End. An exit tunnel is hidden here. Someone either has to succeed on a DC 11 perception or survival check to find it. If someone succeeds and rolls 16 or higher, you also find 3 potions of healing. Moonshark Lair. The amulet is the Emerald Eye and the goal of this race. So if you're within 15 feet of the shark, you can use an action to try and dislodge the spear. You'll have to succeed on a DC 13 athletic check. Now, depending how things went, this fight shouldn't be too hard. With a party of 4 level 3s, this is a deadly encounter, but if the other team is already here, then it'll be relatively easy to beat the shark. So He is, yeah, this guy's a little harder. So he's quite big. Again, really low AC. Hit points are quite high. But if you could target, again, his intelligence and charisma, very low. As you can see, he's, yeah, and a +9 to hit. So the only problem I can see with him is on average, he does about 22 points of damage per hit. So luckily he only gets one attack action, his bite, but at average 22 damage, and if you're only level 3, good chance I could kill someone in one shot. Depending on the class you're playing, yeah, it might. And his Blood Frenzy ability, like if you don't have full health, you'll gain advantage on his attacks against that creature. So, yeah, be careful. But like I said, if the other NPCs are already here, then they could potentially help you and actually beat the shark. So could be easier in that sense. And then last, the prayer site of Sehanin. So this is where the main part of the adventure starts. So depending on your rivals are and how they've been treated so far will kind of determine what happens here. All I'll say here though is whoever does touch the jewel, their party will fall unconscious for 1 minute. And if you were friendly to the rivals, they will stick around and try to help out. But if you've been hostile, they will take all your stuff, including the Emerald Eye and jewels. Well, that's it for that. So the main purpose really for this grotto is to get the emerald first and get through this place as fast as possible. So it's kind of hard to say what to do. It's just the more you fail at checks and stop to do other things, the longer it'll take to get you there. But I feel like it's kind of a double-edged sword because of the shark. Because if you get to the shark first, yes, you'll have first chance to get the emerald. But depending how big your party is, the shark could really mess you up. Where if you and the rivals show up together, it's more of a team thing, and you stand a better chance of beating him. But if they show up first, then they get first dibs, and it's kind of vice versa. So it's kind of a hard choice to make. So, I mean, if you're listening to this, then it's something you'll have to consider. All right, so that's it for the Emerald Grotto. And come back for the next video when I'll be doing Road to Bazaksan. And I hope you enjoyed. And don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video. You know what you got to do, and you know how to do it. Peace out, guys. Yeah.